Hi, guys.
Let me find your stream before you go anywhere.
Right.
I got it.
Is it working?
Yeah. Oh, it's buffering.
It is buffering some, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, Mary. Can you guys hear me okay? My video does not look something because how's that, guys? Is that any better? Is that any better? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me at all, Kim?
Yeah, you're still buffering real bad though.
But can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is my sound working?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that okay now?
You're still buffering real bad.
Canada, because they don't like me and they don't like what I do. They don't like exposure. That's why they would arrest me if they get the chance. Probably not going to be able to get in the lobby, even though they say they close at 10. Probably not going to be allowed. I'm going to push the button and ask them for a complaint form. See how that goes. Huh. What do you know? What do you know, guys? How's it going? Good. Can I get a complaint form, please? No, there's a couple right here. Can I ask a question, though? Are police officers, wait a minute, are you guys police officers or safety officers? You're a police officer? Okay. Are police officers required to follow traffic laws when they're not? Okay, I appreciate that, but I was in the middle of asking a question. Are police officers required to follow traffic regulations?
What I can tell you is, like, somebody can answer that question for you, I can direct them here for you.
I'm sorry, what? I can't hear you.
Would you like to talk to somebody who can answer your question more directly than I can?
Sure.
Okay. Give me a minute.
Thanks.
Don't forget that, okay?
Oh, I'm good. I actually don't need it. I just wanted to make sure. Well, I might. We'll see in a minute here.
Just hold on to it, that way if you need it, you'll have one.
I appreciate it. You know what? I'll just put it right here so anybody that needs one can come up and get it. This was here last time. Remember this, guys? It's a different jug, though. So what's up with the children's Christmas party donations?
And then on, I think it was yesterday they actually had the party.
Oh, it was yesterday? I was told it was Saturday or two ago, but they did have it. They did have it yesterday.
I believe so.
Okay, and what do they do for that?
That I don't know.
You don't know what the
I don't run it. I'm not involved in it, so.
Understood.
If I told you
Understood.
an answer, it'd be wrong, so I don't want to be wrong.
Do you have any? You don't have any idea what they might do with that?
I think they buy food and gifts for kids. But like I said, I don't know 100%, so don't quote me on that.
I would never quote anybody on anything.
Okay.
Right? You guys still there? I pushed the wrong button. You still there?
What's that? Oh, sorry.
Not talking to you. Thanks, though. Appreciate you.
Is that Facebook?
No,
No?
no. So are you a police officer or are you a safety officer?
I'm a police officer.
You're a police officer?
Yeah.
What's the difference between a police officer and a safety officer?
Safety officer books people in the jail.
I'm sorry, I can't hear
Safety
you.
officer books people in the jail. They actually put people into our detention.
Oh, okay. So when you have a safety officer sitting here talking to people, what's going on with that?
You can answer questions.
So when there's a safety officer sitting here and I come in and ask him questions, does he have the same authority and the knowledge as you do?
Well, we all have different authority and different knowledge.
Okay. By the way, this thing right here makes me mad, guys. I don't know how many of you guys have seen this before, but and on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a protector, badge with a blue line. And so God made a police officer. Really? Really? That I did not believe that police departments were allowed to go with religious preferences. Are they? Well, you got a plaque right there that's saying God made a police officer.
You have to talk to somebody above me about that.
Oh, I've tried that many times. Everybody passes the buck, so I understand.
I can tell you we didn't decorate the police station. So
Pardon me?
So we didn't decorate. We're not interior designers. We didn't decorate.
Okay.
So you might have to ask whoever decorated.
Oh, I've asked a lot of different people, but the thing is, nobody will take credit for putting that up. Nobody wants to take credit for it. Everybody passes the buck. Okay, understood. Understood. It's just a question. Don't get offended, sir. All right. Well, you seemed a little aggravated there. I understand you're not a. Do you do road patrols too, or do you just work inside here?
I'm a patrol officer.
You're okay. Pardon me?
I don't understand your question.
My question was, do you also do road patrols, or do you just work in this office?
I don't know what road patrols are. I'm a patrol officer. I don't know what road patrols are.
Okay, cool. He doesn't know what. Anybody got a way I can rephrase that so that anybody got a way I can rephrase that so he'll understand what I'm talking to him about?
This gentleman's at the door to speak with you. Right there. There's the man you want to talk to.
Appreciate you. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Can I get your name and badge number?
Sure can. Sergeant Huff, 442.
Ah, we've talked before.
Yes.
Sergeant Huff, I still have the same question. Why are your officers not abiding by the traffic regulations and stopping at stop signs and using their turn signals?
Officer.
All of them. I have dozens of videos right back here that they're blaring their sirens at me, shining their spotlights at me, and driving through this stop sign and not using their turn signals.
Give me the car numbers that are on the cars, I'll look into.
Mhm. I absolutely will. Are you gonna file a complaint against them, or are you just gonna, what are you gonna do about it?
If you give me the numbers that are on the
Mhm.
cars, I'll look into it.
Okay, do you know who drives the unmarked, what kind of car is that, guys? The gray one that we saw? That blared the siren and hit the lights at us? The unmarked gray one, is that a Camaro or a Mustang or something? Do you know who drives the unmarked one?
We have several unmarked cars.
Okay. So we've talked before, haven't we? Why have your officers, have you talked to your officers about this?
Yeah, I don't have the car numbers. Don't have-
But have you mentioned this to your officers?
I will mention it to
Have you though? You have not. Didn't we talk?
This is the first time you've complained about this.
No, it is not. I have video of talking to you.
Any other questions that you have for me?
I have video of talking to you several weeks ago when you gave your word you would talk to them about
didn't talk to me about that.
I did. I have it on video.
Anything else I can help you with tonight?
All you can do for me is make sure that your officers abide by traffic regulations and quit endangering the public.
Okay, I will look into that, James. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No.
Okay. Have a good night.
Actually, I agree, guys. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Actually, can you bring him back here for a minute? I got another question.
I'll see if he wants to take care of something, I'll see if he's free.
Maybe you can answer my question.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm sorry, what?
Maybe I can, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Stand by the hole and I don't hear. I said, maybe I can, I don't know your question, so I can't say if I can answer it or not.
Okay. How do you feel about your chief of police being suspended from duty for his illegal and inappropriate activity?
Unfortunately, I can't answer that question for you.
You can't tell me how you feel about it?
No, hang on for me 1 second.
Sure. I'm gonna get shot in a minute, guys, but you know, it is what it is. And you guys know, I talked to him before. He says, oh, this is the first he's heard about it. That's not true. I talked to him. I have a recording of discussing this issue with him before, and he made a promise that he would talk to his officers and make sure that they abided by the traffic regulations. And now he's saying we've never had this discussion. So it is what it is. I mean, you guys have seen the video. I mean, video does not lie. Unfortunately, apparently, and unfortunately, I gave Officer Hub more credit than he deserved, because I said he sounded like a good guy. He sounded like a responsible guy. And you guys have seen the videos about that, and I gave him credit for that. But now he's saying, oh, we've never talked about this. So it is what it is, and we're going to do what we have to do. How do you feel about your chief of police being suspended for inappropriate activity?
I'm not going to talk about that.
You're not going to talk about that? Has he been suspended?
I'm not going to talk about it.
Not going to talk about that? Okay, understood. And you said you are a police officer,
Yep.
and you're not a safety officer.
Not a safety officer.
Okay, did I get your name and badge number?
Nope. Corporal Barnes, badge number 423.
Corporal Barnes, badge number
423.
423. So why aren't you in uniform?
I'm injured.
Oh,
Older, if you need to know.
I'm sorry, what happened?
That's all I'm going to tell you, man. It's personal.
Oh, understood, understood. I get that. Are you going to be okay though?
Should be.
All right, That's good. I hate to see anybody. Are you hurting? Are you?
It's all personal stuff.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hi.
How are you?
Pardon me?
How are you?
Pardon me?
How are you?
Sorry, what? Okay. Give me just a sec. So who was that? That guy that was just standing here that I couldn't hear. Ah. Is he gone now then? He's not going to bother with me? Is he the one I was waiting to talk to?
I don't know who you're waiting to talk to.
I thought you were calling somebody for me. You told me, hold on a minute,
Hold on, I
and...
had to go do something.
Oh.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay, I asked to speak with somebody about some things because you had no information for me. I did, but after I spoke with Sergeant Huff, I said I need to talk with somebody else. I have more questions. Did I or did I not?
I don't remember you saying that.
Well, I did.
Sorry. I apologize.
Camera, okay.
So, all I can tell you is, if we can't answer your questions, then you can forward all your questions to our public information officer,
Who's your public information officer?
Lieutenant Snyder.
Okay.
You can direct all your questions towards him if we're unable to answer.
I'm sorry, what?
You can direct all your questions to him.
To who?
One moment. Hello.
Sure.
Hi. Sure. Okay.
So, sorry, officer, but can you give me any explanation why Sergeant Huff decided to lie to me just now?
You did what now?
I couldn't hear the conversation through the glass.
Okay, he said
Whatever
he.
you guys are talking about, that's between you two.
Now
I'm
wait,
not involved in that at all.
I'm sorry. What?
Whatever you two talked about, that's between you two. I wasn't involved in any of that.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I said that's between you and Sergeant Huff, what you were talking about. I wasn't involved in that, so I'm not going to speak on that.
Oh, okay. So did you hear the conversation, or are you deciding not to comment? Well, I understand, but I'm supposed to stand here and hear what you guys are saying, right?
Yeah, that's why we're talking loudly and projecting through the whole.
Okay, but
If you're having a conversation over there, I can't hear you.
okay. Here's my question. I have a video of myself talking to Sergeant Huff
Okay.
about your police officers refusing to obey stop signs and use turn signals.
Okay.
I talked to him about this on 2 different occasions. He said he was going to address the situation and deal with the situation. I have more videos after that showing that your officers are not obeying traffic regulations. They're not using turn signals. They're not stopping at stop signs.
Okay.
around whether.
I don't handle any of that, man.
Okay, well, and my question for you is, why would he? Oh, he's telling you shh over there. Did anybody see that? He's who's the guy over there saying shh?
I didn't see him.
Oh, okay,
What you do, man?
right. But my question is, why would Sergeant Huff come out here and tell me he's never talked to me about that? When I have video of me, does he have a bad memory?
I don't know, man. My name's Corporal Barnes.
Understood.
Sergeant Huff. I can't speak for anyone else.
I understand.
Corporal Barnes.
Are you a good police officer?
I like to think so.
Do you? Have you ever watched a police officer violate rules or regulations and turned your back and walked away? No? Never? Here's a question. What do you think about the beating of the handcuffed man that happened?
I'm not going to talk about any of that.
You're not going to talk about any of that? It's all public. It's all a matter of public record.
Right.
You have no opinion on that?
Nope. Not that I'm going to share.
Not that you're going to share, but you do have an opinion.
Everyone has opinions about everything.
Understood. What I'm looking for, bud, is some accountability. And we are looking to find some good police officers that we can trust.
Okay.
And unfortunately, at this point, in this department, because everybody wants to, oh, I got no opinion, I'm not going to say anything, I'm going to keep
Now
my...
you're mocking me.
Yeah, I am mocking you a little bit.
All right. Well, I'm going to sit here and do my work. If you have something police related to ask me, I'll answer it, okay?
All I had to do, I just wanted to ask you if you have an opinion on that. You're saying you have an opinion, but you're not going to voice that opinion, correct?
Nope, I'm not.
I can appreciate that to a degree, but let me leave you with this. Do you think that you're going to get the public's respect? And do you think a good police officer would turn his back on an illegal activity, no matter who committed it?
Well, you voiced all your concerns with the sergeant, right?
No, he refused to listen to those. I voiced my concerns with a lot of people, but I'm asking you as a police officer, as a sworn police officer, I'm asking you personally.
I'm not going to give you any of my opinions, man.
Well, and I can appreciate that to a degree, but on the other side of that, that makes you one of the bad cops. If you know that cops are doing bad and you don't want to stand up and voice what you feel or what you think, that makes you a bad cop, in my opinion.
Well, you have opinions, I have opinions, so.
Okay, and about 1,800 people also have an opinion.
Okay, that's fine. This is America. You can have opinions, you can voice your opinion.
Absolutely. So, do you know the exact reason that the police chief was suspended from duty?
I don't.
You don't? Really? You don't know, or you don't want to say?
Don't know.
You don't know why he was suspended?
I'm not going to talk about it.
You don't know, or you just don't want to talk about it?
Both.
Okay. Officer,
Yes.
we're going to hold you guys accountable. We are the public. We pay your salaries. And what's happening out there, outside of these walls and inside of these walls, is unacceptable. You guys are doing wrong to the people, and the people are paying the consequences while you guys get to do whatever you want. Unfortunately for you guys, somebody raised a little commotion and turned some information over to the news department, and that got some attention brought on you guys that now you guys have to explain. So what we're looking for, what the public is looking for, is some honest, trustworthy police officers that are willing to step up and do their job. And at this point, with your attitude and comments, I don't think you're that officer.
Like I said, you have your opinions, man.
I do. And you know what? the entire city has our opinion. You know what? If we take a poll right now, a majority of the city is against what you guys are doing. Are you going to be the one that follows your leader? Are you going to follow your leader into destruction, or are you going to step up and protect the people? I see the questioning on your face, and I see the anger in your eyes. That should be an easy question. You should flat out immediately say, I'm going to step up and protect the people.
Well, my actions speak louder than words, man.
I haven't seen any actions. Of course, that could be a good thing because you haven't come out here and, beat my ass or anything yet. So I guess that might be a good thing.
Not gonna happen.
Right. And the only reason is because I'm holding this camera. All we want, man, all we're looking for. You know what? Hold on, guys. I gotta have a private conversation. I'll be right back with you. All we want is for police officers to step up and do the right thing. That's all we're looking for. And that's not happening. We're getting a lot of police officers all the way to the top that are violating our rights, that are covering each other's inappropriate actions. Do you think that's right? Think about that. When you go home to your wife and kids, that was just a shot in the dark that you had in me. But when you go home to your family,
You got anything police related? I can help you.
this is all police related, man. It's all police related. Step up. Think about this. Think about this later. Do you want to serve your police department, or do you want to serve the community? Are you here to serve the police department in their actions and what they want, or are you here to serve the community?
Okay, so police department.
Well, answers your question, guys. Pisses me off, guys. I'm sorry, but it just pisses me off. I pay these assholes. I pay these assholes, and what do? They give us the runaround. They lie, they steal, they cheat. Freaking pissed off. Yeah, Boomer, I'm reading it now. I was focused. I understand you guys all want me out of there, and I get it, but I'm mad. I'm just freaking mad. I mean, he's a paid public servant. He has no opinion, really? Bullshit. Just pisses me off. Pisses me off.
Swine repellent. Everybody was chasing swine repellent out of your thing.
Oh, swine showed up here?
Showed up, and I told him to get the hell out of your chat. And so did Genty.
Swine, shut the fuck up. You know, just shut up.
Because he said
Don't need your opinion. He's on there, and talk about kids in a sexual manner. So until you can figure something out and get over that, well, nobody needs you. Nobody cares about you. The only people that are interested in anything you have to do or say are drama queens that want to see you get shot or maced or arrested. So Swine,
everybody.
So Swine, you guys still here? Sorry, I hit the button accidentally. Swine, you know, if you want to be here and you want to support what we're trying to do, that's fine. If you're just here to cause drama and to talk crap, go away. We don't need you. We don't want you. And that's all it comes down to. Swine, you know, you're saying you provide an entertainment value. Okay, whatever. Here's the thing. With me, you cross the line making sexual comments about a 12, 13-year-old girl. You know, if you want to call me, whatever you want to call me, tell me I take it in the ass, whatever you want to do, your child in a derogatory sexual term, that is crossing the line, period. That's why I have no respect for you. That's why I'm not interested in anything you have to say. So you need to think about, you know, what are your long-term goals? I mean, is that you're just going to be an entertainer? You just want to entertain people and make comments and talk stuff, talk garbage? That's interesting to know, because I thought you wanted to be an auditor and hold police accountable for their corrupt activities. But if all you want to do is be an entertainer, well, you know what? Go somewhere and tell some freaking jokes. We don't need your ass. All right? So, sorry guys, a little distraction. So what do you guys think about our police department? That was a little bit of a. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta read Swine's BS.
He told you to quit auditing and quit drinking.
What is that? America is great for many reasons. One of the choices you and everybody else who
You're still on live stream. Talk to the people. Just ignore Swine.
Okay.
That's what he wants. He wants you to get
All right,
all
Swine.
aggravated.
You know what? You crossed the line earlier today when you made some obnoxious comments about my deceased mother. I was willing to try to accept your BS and your absurdity up until then, but you made some comments about my deceased mother earlier today. You remember that? So I'm holding you accountable for that. That's all there is to it. And everybody, it's a free-for-all. Feel free to say and do any. I wish I had some wrenches in here, but feel free to say and do anything to Swine. Ignore him completely. That'd probably bug him the most. But Swine, grow up, man. Grow up. We're trying to fight a fight to secure our freedom in the future, and all you want to do is cause drama, and that's not where we're at with this. So good luck, man. So does anybody have any opinions on how my questioning with the police department went today? I mean, I'm not happy with what they had to say and the fact that they basically ignored me, but there's nothing I can do about it. Mary, yes, Tammy has walked me through the mod process a couple of times, but I don't have a laptop, so doing it with a with my cell phone is the only way I have to do it. And there's a lot more involved doing it with the cell phone than there is the laptop. But oh, whatever, swine. Oh, thanks, Roadhog. Pikes Peak. That's awesome. I need all the people I can get because I am in a shit zone here. These guys are about the worst of the worst, and I need everybody I can get to watch my back and to be there with me.
Back up.
The more the merrier.
Back up.
You know what I'm saying?
Get in here.
Uh-oh. I'm being told. But I need I need everybody I can get to be with me because these guys are bad. They're bad. They're dangerous. If anybody has any doubts, Google Elkhart Police Department. I mean, they're responsible for 7 murders. 23 out of 32 of their supervisors are responsible for criminal activity. It's just, I mean, I did not realize a lot of this when I started this. Cat! I didn't realize it was as bad as it is when I started this, but yes, Boomer. Swine is CIA. Swine is CIA. But these guys are bad. I mean, you can Google Elkhart, Indiana police, and it shows that they have done major bad for many years. And it's just time that they be held accountable in my book, and they don't seem to want to be. I mean, they like their freedom. They like the fact that they get to do whatever the heck they want with no consequences, and they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to deal with it. Kim, that's Kim's cat. That's Baby. The cat is Baby. She's an adopted thing. She has leukemia, so she has issues, but she's doing all right. And this, I'm going to leave you guys here with Jack for just a second because I got to take off my coat and stuff. I'll be right back with you.
We gotta buckle down and get you some work somewhere. Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
Mr. Jack. Okay, I'm back, guys.
Where's the lighter by chance?
In my pocket.
Well, take it out of your pocket.
There you go. I see Boomer saying that's his pet. Road, you're not talking about Barbecue and Jack, are you? I hope not, because Kim likes you, and I'd hate to have her have to come over there and kick your butt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Roadhog, he is not Barbecue.
I've had that rabbit for
11 years, going on 11
11,
years now.
12 years now. I mean, I didn't want to get a dog because I thought, oh, disposable pet, I'll just get me a rabbit. Well, 11 years later, out of the 2 of them, I still got 1. Oops, sorry. Blocking the view with my hand. So does anybody have any suggestions on, I mean, I understand the smart and safe thing to do would be to just hide under my blankets and whatnot. But does anybody have any suggestions on how I can confront these guys and hold them accountable for their ill actions without getting myself killed? Because they've been doing dirty for way too long. Way too long. I don't know if anybody saw Kim's video from earlier today, but she gave a little bit of an explanation for some stuff that she's gone through in this town during her life, and it breaks my heart, and it makes me want to, well, I'm not going to explain what it makes me want to do, but I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know how to hold them accountable without ending up in a line of fire.
After over 30 years, they haven't been accountable. They're not going to start being accountable now.
They have to. It's time. We, the people, demand it.
Not according to the mayor. He's as corrupt as the rest of them.
Well, yeah, we know because his son, by the way, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but the mayor's son, if any of you have seen the video of the Elkhart Police Department beating a guy unconscious that was in handcuffs, the mayor's son was one of the 4 officers in that video, which makes me go, really? And he's suffering no consequences. He didn't throw a punch, granted, but he stood there and watched it all happen, turned his back and walked away. And he's suffering no consequences. He turned his back on a crime and he suffers no consequences. What's up with that? That seems a little hypocritical to me.
Just like I said, they haven't been accountable for over 30 years. They're not going to start being accountable now. And one of us ain't going to make the difference.
You're wrong, Kim. You're wrong. One person can make the difference. Granted, I'm the only one here yelling and screaming. And if I was on my own, yeah, they're just gonna shove me under the rug and hide me or shoot me or bury me. But do you see, Kim, can you tell me something? Since I started recording them and putting them on live stream, do you see a difference in how they're reacting to me versus how they reacted to me before I did this?
Yes.
What's the difference?
They mind your P's and Q's now.
They're a little bit more, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but they're not as hostile. They stand down a little bit more. I mean, if I wouldn't have been recording and I would have just walked into the police station and started asking the questions I asked tonight, we both know they'd have run out of there and whooped my butt and probably thrown me in a detention room and locked me up after beating me around. But because they know you guys are watching, they didn't do that.
You don't take everybody's advice, though. You don't watch your scrolly thing. When everybody's telling you to get out, get out, get out now, you just keep going.
Right. A lot of times, and I hate to say it, but a lot of times I can't see the chat because my chat for some reason won't scroll on its own. I have to swipe it to get it to scroll. And when I'm talking to somebody and confronting somebody, you know, I do it a little bit, but
Boomer
yeah.
asked me to call you, and I didn't want to leave the fucking live chat.
And I understand, and I appreciate y'all. I really do, and I know I get a little bit.
He was even begging you to come on.
I know I get a little bit belligerent and persistent sometimes, but you know what? These guys have to answer my damn questions. They have to answer the questions. I am so tired of them making excuses, giving me the runaround, finding any way they can to excuse themselves for their inappropriate behavior while they're out there beating up the public and stealing their property, but yet they don't want to explain themselves. And it makes me mad. And I'm more than willing to stand toe-to-toe with them and butt heads and demand an explanation. They don't want to give it. I understand that. They'll beat me up, they'll shoot me, they'll do what they got to do to shut me up. But it is what it is. They have to explain themselves. They have to be more transparent. They just have to. And I'm tired of the garbage. I'm just tired. I don't want to have to yell and scream at our cops anymore to get them to do what's right. They don't seem to understand.
In over 30 years, they haven't done what's right. Why should they start now?
Says the voice of knowledge. I don't know if you guys heard Kim or not, but they've been like this a long time. A long time.
As long as I've been alive.
It's time to put it to an end. These guys are ruining people's lives, stealing money from the public for absolutely no reason. It's time they stop saying, I don't have anything to say about that. I have no comment. Yeah, you know what? Pleading the fifth for a police officer does not work. Step the fuck up and be a good, dependable person, or go work somewhere else. Period. And I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm aggravated. I know I'm yelling a little bit and stuff, but I'm tired of it. I'm just flat out tired of it. These guys have, if they can't answer my questions, if a police officer wants to sit there and say, I have an opinion, but I'm not, you know what? Then get your fucking ass out of the police department and go deliver mail for a living or some shit. I don't know. But I am freaking tired of it. I'm fed up and I'm done. I'm over it. They need to come up with some answers. They need to start having an opinion. They need to start being individuals that have a conscience and not just following their corrupt boss's lead. I asked that officer tonight, are you just going to follow your corrupt boss's lead? I have no comment. I have no opinion. Really? Well, get one, asshole, because we the people demand it. All right. I'm sorry for the rant, guys. I'm going to let you guys go. And anything else comes up, and I'll get back with you. I appreciate you all for being here and dealing with my tantrums and stuff. And I will see you on the next one. Love you all, guys.
Bye, guys. Love you.